record the session. And guys, this meeting will be divided into two parts. Okay, so every 40 minutes, the meeting will be automatically disconnect. So you can join with the same link, which I have sent it to you. Okay, same link again after the 40 minutes. Okay, and let me
Okay.
share my screen to you. And guys, if you have any doubt, okay, any question related to any steps or any things, you can ask me at the same time on a real time basis. Okay, and if I move little fast, you can tell me I move little slow. Okay, so one by one, guys, see, this is Power BI desktop screen, which you already are you able to see my screen now, everyone?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
So this is Power BI screen. Okay, so Power BI is like just a guys. I'm going to add one notepad, little bit of like 5 to 10 minute introduction related to Power BI. Then we can start the complete project basis. So what is actually Power BI? Why we working? Okay. So guys, Power BI is just like a machine. Okay. You have to remember one thing. It is just like a machine, and machine does not have any on coincidence like on data. Okay. So you have to connect with the any multiple sources to connect with the data, and data is treated as fuel of this machine. Okay. Fuel of this machine. And guys, why we need to making the report into Power BI? Because it is fully automated. It is fully automated means, guys, suppose you are working uh, in a month of Jan 2022, and suppose if you are working in any company and your manager provide you one task related to, suppose you have to make the complete sales dashboard. Okay, so your manager provide you completed the sales dashboard for the year of 2021 only, like Jan to December data only. So your manager provide you on in the month of Jan, and they give the task to you that please complete this task till the 10th of January for every month. Okay, every month your task will be same time. Every month on the 10th you have to submit the sales dashboard with your manager. So suppose one time if you're working into Power BI, then next time in the month of February, you don't need to do a similar task again and again. Okay. So why we don't need? Because we have one main file which is called as master data file, master data folder. So every month you have to just save the data into master data file and go to your Power BI reports. Just refresh the file automatic. Let me show you. In Power BI, here we have an option of refresh. See this one. Right now it is disabled because we don't have any report right now. But when you making the report, this option will be able to you to understand purpose. And refresh option is, guys, suppose every time if you making the master transferring the data into Mastercard sheet or Mastercard data, so just go to this Power BI file and it will take just 2 to 5 seconds to refresh your data as per your last data. So your file will be ready in 2 to 5 seconds for every month. But once you have to prepare the financial dashboard or sales dashboard or any dashboard you maintain on this, so you have to maintain just once only. Okay. So in this Power BI, what I already told, it is just like a machine. So it total have 7 steps. First, I'm going to tell you the total we have 7 steps to follow in Power BI for every import. Okay, so guys, first step is import the data in Power BI. Import the data in Power BI or Power BI or Power Query. It's the same. Okay, so first step is, guys, import the data from Power Query and its total of almost 99 plus sources to connectivity. 99 plus sources to have connectivity with the data. Okay, it means you have an option to connect with 99 plus sources. Otherwise, if you little bit knowledge about suppose SQL or any other tool related to, suppose right now you are very fresh into Power BI, but suppose you are working in Power BI for 2 years. Okay, 2 years, and after that, suppose if you want to learn something new, so you go to your SQL query, MySQL query, then go to some coding line. Okay, coding line, then you have to write it some coding into Power BI as well, which is a fully dynamic, but that is little advanced part, not into this part. Okay, and guys, second topic is import the data. The second topic is make some changes. Like if you have data in the form of suppose messy data, suppose you are importing the data from any source and the source which you provide does not provide the clean data, it provide you the some messy data. Let me show you how it is a messy. See this one. If I open this file to you, you can see very easily it is not a clear data to watch it. Okay, it is not a clear data, but we have to make report on this basis of data. This is not the cleanest form. So second step, we have to do some Power Query or some transformation. The data we have to clean. We have to clean this data into Power Query. Okay, this is second option. And third option, guys, third option is load the data in Power BI. Load the valuable data, not unvaluable. Load the valuable data into Power BI. These three steps like important, import the data in Power Query, make some changes, okay, make a readable for use, and then load the valuable data in Power BI. Valuable means, guys, suppose you have some data and you have some unwanted column which is not related to your report, then you have to delete those column or delete those rows, and then you make the data load into Power BI. This is third step. And fourth step, guys, relationship model. For every project or every Power BI working, you have to follow this step one by one. If you follow this step one by one, your report will automatically make good. Automatically, you don't have to remember another point. You have to just put it the 7 points only. Relationship model. So relationship model we have 4 types. I will tell you what are the 4 types of relationship. And on a fifth part, guys, DAX calculation. DAX calculation means I have already sent you the file, 161 pages file to your group, okay, which is called as DAX calculation file. Okay, have or I think you all have received right in a box. I have sent it to you file, which is 61 pages of DAX query file. So this is very important. Like 50% to 60% of your report working from that table only. Like 50 to 60 pages only. 50 to 60% of your working from DAX table only. Okay, and sixth part is, guys, you have to make the visualization. Visualization, like you have 250 plus sources, 250 plus graphs, okay, 250 plus diagrams, chart, and many more. Okay, so total of 250 plus visualization in your Power BI. And guys, seven step is to uh, seven step visualization. After that, seven step to publish into Power BI service. Publish into Power BI service. Guys, this step, like last step is not a working for you because you all are just a fresher into Power BI or just 1 or 2 month or 6 month experience only. But seventh step is important for those person who have like Power BI access for a paid access. Like suppose if you are working in a company, so company providing a limited access. Limited access means because Power BI cost almost 6,000 per month. Okay, 6,000 per month, which is a pro license, but Power BI desktop is a free version, which you it means up to 1 to 6, you can make free dashboard. Okay, free report. But seventh point, if you make it to the seventh point, publish into Power BI service, then you need a Power BI Pro or premium license, which is cost almost 6,000 to 8,000 as per is USD. So company provided a limited people to that access. Company hiring multiple Power BI assistant or multiple Power BI developer, but they provided limited access to the premium or pro user because it is very costly. Or one license in one company, is it okay? Or one or two, if it's a little big company, then it will be provide you 5 to 7 license. Suppose if you have 100 employees in your company with the same task, then it will provide company provided to you 5 to 6 license to everyone, not everyone in a team, and they divided. So everyone who report on this, they can share their report to the concerned person, team lead, and then team lead make the dashboard into publish, like publish the dashboard into service and then share to the manager directly. Okay, so these seventh step, guys, you have to follow for your every data, like one by one. Suppose if you have any project, so first Before that, you have to analyze the data. The data means, suppose if you import the any data from your any query, so first before analyzing, before importing the data, you have to analyze na, that which data you want. Like suppose if you are working on sales dashboard, and so you need sales data, customer wise data, country wise data, like this one. Suppose if you're working on sales dashboard and you have a data related to any HR department or any customer relationship department, then you why you import this data. So first you have to analyze the data, what are the condition you have to follow, and then you can make the one by one step, and then after that your dashboard will be successfully. Okay, and let me show you.
Are you going to teach us the all 7 steps here?
See, one by one I'm going to teach you on a project basis, one by one. Like I take the one project for sample, like this project. Okay, suppose if I taking this project name as HR project. Okay, suppose on this project I have to first analyze the data, then import the data into Power BI service, then making some changes. Like, see, this data is not into cleanest form, so I have to make some changes, and those unwanted column I want to remove that column. Okay, remove that row, formatting of the your reports, and then load the data into Power BI. After that, if relationship required, then we make the relationship. If relationship is not required, then we cannot make a relationship. Simple. Now final thing is dex function. So guys, dex function is every project needed, every project, whether it's a small, whether it's a large, whether it's a very large, dex function all always needed. Okay, and after that you can publish your visualization making, and after that your report will be published. That's 7 step, and I will do one by one in 5 days. Okay, in 1 week we will do one project and complete Power BI in just in 5 days we have completed the one project. So one by one we have to set aggregate on this. Okay, and let me show you how to work cleanest form data. Suppose
can you help also installing the Power BI link?
Sorry,
can you also help us for installing the Power BI?
Yeah, don't worry, I will tell you. Just a minute, I'm going to tell you all things. See, this is the cleanest form data. If you see employee code, employee name, gender, date of birth, it is very cleanest form of data. So this data, suppose if you import this data into Power BI query, you don't need to you have to just need to add or delete column only. You don't need to transform the data in other ways. Okay, so this is the cleanest form data, and this one is not a cleanest form data. So we will do one by one on this both of data working today class. Okay,
First, one input here.
Yeah, tell me.
While explaining the details, can you please guide us which are the best way to save the data? I mean, many times we save the data in the different form, and it creates error. So during the explanation, you can help us. This is the best way to maintain the master base data.
Sure. Okay, don't worry, I will tell you. Okay, yeah, don't worry. Suppose this is let me show. See, first step is to download the Power BI desktop into your system. So how to download, guys? You need Windows 10 in your PC. Okay, PC or laptop, Windows 10 is supported, only Power BI. So how to download? Suppose if you go into the search bar, you have a one option here. Just a minute. You have a one option here, which is a Microsoft Store. Okay, so under this Microsoft, here is a search bar option. Let me just go to this. See, here is a search bar option. So you can just write it here as Power BI desktop. This one. Okay, this is Power BI desktop. So you can download it from here, and it is very free. It is freely of course. Right now I have already downloaded my application in my system, so it show me the open. But if you do first time, it will show you that you have to launch first and then download it to your system and then upload it. Simple. And then if you open the file, the blank file look like this one. Blank file look like this one. This is your blank Power BI file. And guys, two options. Suppose if you are working in company and you have official email ID of this Power BI, official email ID, you have Power BI, so you can download it or you can log in with your official email ID like this. Like I have uploaded my official email ID, login by official email ID. But if you have personal email ID like gmail.com or yahoo.com or any other .com is personal email ID, so you can't log in this Power BI because Power BI cannot accept the personal email ID. So that you can just open the file and save the file. Not able to log in, it means no need to log in. You can work without login also.
What is the
Okay.
benefit and what is the benefit of login?
See, login benefit is to you have to publish the report into Power BI survey, which is the 7th step. Because login means I have a pro access. Okay, I have a pro access. If I log in the data, and suppose after making complete report, here is a step publish. Okay, so after complete report, I need to publish this report into web version so that my report can watch any of the person in my organization only. Not any of the
No,
person, only in my organization only, not outside.
no, I'm a beginner, so I don't want
Mhm.
to publish. Even
Okay.
though, is there any benefit? Is there any benefit to log in with the company account, or what is the recommendation? Because if
see.
you change the company, whatever your
Mhm.
work, it is already gone, or what is that?
No, sir. See, if you are just a fresher, okay, if you are just a fresher and you are working in company, so why you? Because see, main task is to making the report. No need to publish the report. Publish the report is like you have to share your report with someone. So you can, without publish also, you can share report. That how you can go to this file option, save as, just save the file into your PC like this. Like I have already saved multiple file. You can see this one, so I have already shared. So you can just share the file in through the email to your manager if you don't have a publish access. But if you have the publish access, so you can directly publish your report and email ID of your manager or working person, so you can publish that report. Because see, why you spend extra money to you for your working? Because it is not a complete needed for you. Otherwise, if you working in business, working in company, without company you cannot needed this. Suppose if I just now I log out, I sign out my ID, I also can work into this, and my data will be saved into my desktop. See this one. Okay, and I can open anytime. It is not like data will be gone after your, if you change the company, the data will be gone. Nothing is like, if you log in via company ID, so data will be saved only via this, only your last organization ID. Okay, so personal email ID is not available into this Power BI. They don't have any option. But if you are having student email ID also, then you can log in also. Student email ID means, suppose you are working any college or any IT college, so they provided you the student email ID, which is a free of cost. Okay, so in the country of US, UK, or any other country, they provided the student email ID also. So in this Power BI, the student email ID and only the official email ID is working. Okay, suppose if you have personal email ID, so without login you can work. Suppose if I open one blank file, suppose uh, because I already opened, so it will automatically open. Suppose if I sign out, okay, and without sign out, without login also I am working. It is nothing to impact into my Power BI. Okay.
Okay.
So guys, this is our main data. Let me show you. First, I am going to export this file only, and this file into CSV format. It means first I need to close this file, because without closing, you can import the file into Power BI. So first close. After that, go to this practice file. This is my folder, and to this is the file name. And see, you can see this file into CSV format. How it is look like? See, this is the CSV format, comma separated value file. This is CSV format file. So let me open Power BI, and in this Power BI, guys, you have a multiple option to use. See, get data. Under this home tab, you have an option here, get data. So you can import any file from this get data option, or you have second option also. Here we have transform data. So one by one, you have to remember we have two options to import the data. Either you can choose get data, or either you can choose the transform data. Okay, suppose if I choose the transform data, if I choose the transform data and click on this transform, the new window is open. Okay, the new window is open, which is named as Power Query Editor. The second step we are done with. First, we have to just open the Power Query Editor and then import the data. So how to import? Under this new source, you have a option. If you click on this, so you have different of option like Excel, SQL Server, text and CSV, analyzing servers, web. Okay, blank query. If you click on this more option, so you will see That 99 plus sources you have to connectivity from the folder, from the CSV file, from web directly, from Oracle server. You can see these are all the sources you have to connectivity of your file. Because in India, normally person using Excel, text and CSV, okay, folder, SQL Server, Access, Oracle, IBM. These 6 to 7 option is using. But if you are working some of the like US or UK or any other company, so they are using Salesforce, Google, Data World, GitHub. GitHub is a option of LinkedIn, so they can use multiple options. So you can import any data from any server. Like Juhu is an Indian accounting software. Okay, so you can use most of the transfer, but guys, lot of companies only using this SQL server or Excel or CSV file, Excel, CSV or folder. These kind of server they can use. Suppose right now my file into CSV format, so I am going to select this text and CSV and click to connect. Okay, click to connect. If I'm making the connect, so it will go me to directly for select the file from a folder. That's a simple thing. Select the file from a folder. If I go to this practice file and select my this file because I need this file working and click on this open. So when I open this file, you can see it is connecting the data. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. See, it will depend on the data. Suppose if your data have like less data, then it will take 1 or 2 minutes. But if your data has millions of rows or millions of columns, then it will take almost as per your working criteria. Okay, so see, when I extract the file, import the file, so this is the preview of your file. You can see earlier we have data, this file. You can see earlier we have data into this form, and automatically Power BI make the query for you in a background, and they distribute the data as per preview, like age, attribution. They separated all the columns together and automatically. So Power BI is a tool which is automatically run the query from the backend, and they will give you the best view of the data automatic. But sometimes it does not provide you best view of data. So that what can you do? Suppose if sometime the data Power BI does not provide you the best view of data, suppose in the delimiter you can see option is tab, which is automatically Power BI select from the backend. But generally, generally from the default option, Power BI has this comma option. Power BI has this comma delimiter, and you can see the same column from the Excel file. Same column, like column 1, we have a messy data. Okay, so I'm just working on this data. How to separate this data, I will tell you in just 1 minute. So click on this OK option. So when you click on this OK option, it means your data is loaded into Power Query. Now your data is imported successfully from your in the view of Power Query, but it is not into cleanest. Okay, it is not into cleanest form. And now you can see in the left hand side, you have a file name, HR data. In the right hand side, you have a property, which is selected file. If you select any other file, so properties will be changed. And in the right hand side below, you have applied steps. Applied step, guys, first one is source, second one is change type. Means Power Query automatically write a code for you. See, table.transformation, column type, source, column 1, type and text. You don't need to remember this coding because Power BI automatically written. You have to just remember the steps which I do for this task. Okay, so first I'm going to import the data into Power Query, and these are the reports panes you have. If you make any changes, you can do here. Till now, guys, any doubt you have? Otherwise, I can move further.
I have one doubt here. So
Tell me.
like you have imported this data, but it's not into the clear format. So how do we format it? Like if we have to do it.
That is a further step. I will tell you. Don't worry. But till here, you have any doubt? Till here,
No,
anyone?
no.
Okay. So now you can see
So
the
it is
data.
importing data. It is importing data, or it is just connecting to the data. I mean,
It's the same thing, sir. It's a importing from any sources, or you can just connect it from the main server data. That's a simple thing. Okay. It's a similar thing. You have just import the data, or you can connecting with the data. Both the word will be similar. Okay, here. So now we have to make the transform data. And guys, for
Harsh,
transform,
one question.
Mhm.
If you input with a tab and you find that the tab, some extra character has come, you want to edit that tab. Is it possible to edit the tab? Some characters you don't want. You want the shifting of one tab to another tab. That you can do.
Definitely we can do. I'm next step is that way. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Just a minute. Yeah, so what is next step, guys? See, this is the as per Excel file. Okay, as per Excel file, the data is all the data into just one column. So I need to split the data as per column wise. As per, suppose age column, you have age data, attribution, age, business travel, daily rate, sales. You have one by one your data. So go to this transform option. If I move little that, see, you have transform data. Under this transform column, you have all the transformation step of your data. Okay, so what, you can go to this transform data, transform tab, click this column. Okay, you have a split column option here. So separated element of a column into multiple column. Okay, it means you have to split the column into multiple columns. So you can just select this one and you have a different kinds of options. Okay, by delimiter also, by number of characters. Suppose if you want to separate it a number of character only, like in the month of, suppose you have Jan to December, and every Jan to December you have a different kinds of character, like January, February, March, you have 5 digit. Okay, April, May, like this way. But if you separated month, a new short month you need, so you need first 3 digit of the month, like Jan, Feb, March, April, like this way. Same way with the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, like this way. So you can use this delimiter. By position, if you need to choose the left to right, so any one position you can choose, lower to uppercase, upper to lowercase. So these are the option you have to use. But here I'm going to use by delimiter. If I click on this delimiter option, okay, so see, the new window is open and see automatically select tab, which is already in the preview of the data. Power BI automatically select the tab instead of comma, because they run the data. They analyze the data in the Power Query, and they automatically take that this data will be separated by a tab only. Okay, so this data will be separated by tab only, and you have to choose always a same option each occurrence of the delimiter. Okay, because one by one you have to make the changes. Okay, one row, second, third, fourth, like this way. And split into column and rows. Suppose if you want to split this column into multiple columns, so select column. If you want to split into rows, you can select rows. And you can see number of column, which is 35. It is automatically given to you. Not you have to select this one. This will Power Query automatically run. Suppose in this column, if you have 30th column to be distributed, then this data will be automatically 30, not 35. Okay, and now you can click on OK. If you click on OK, you can see next step to be written here also. If I click OK, you can see next step will be written here, and you can watch one by one all the column will be splitting.
Harsh, how 35 that number came?
So this number come automatically from your data, which Power BI automatically run in the background. So Power BI automatically run. See, if I click on this Excel file, okay, so you can see age, attrition, business travel, department, distance, education, because Power BI run from the tab option. Tab option means which you have a tab option. So Power BI run one by one tab, and it's automatically go to your 35th column, because you have data into this 35th column. See, 35th column, it will automatically run. We don't have any option. Suppose if I go back, okay, go back, this is automatically. So if I click on this split column by delimiter, Power BI automatically select the tab option. But if you select this advanced option here, guys, meeting will be edited after 3rd minute. Okay, 3 to 4 minutes. So you can join again after 3rd minute. Okay, so no need to worry about it. So see, each occurrence of the delimiter, each occurrence means one by one you have to row separated, like age 41, age one by one. Okay, it will work one by one. Second option is split into column. It means you have to separate it by this column. So age, attribution, business, like this way. And at the end of 35th column, suppose if you want to write it here as a 40, then data will be 35. So automatically 35 column will be generated. But we don't need to write manually because Power BI automatically run 35 column. Okay. Understand or any doubt? If I click on this OK option, so you can see your 35th column will be automatically run one by one. If you click on till the end, see.
I have one question here. So,
Tell
like
me.
you have imported this file, which it's a CSV,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
Suppose if we have a file which is in Excel format, then we have to
Right,
convert it
right.
into this.
Sir, I'm going to that way. Don't worry. We have multiple tasks. Okay. See this one file. Yeah, this one. See this one. This file into Excel format. Okay. So I will tell you just a minute. But first, one by one. Okay. So now, don't worry. Everything will cover. Don't worry. One by one, everything is covered. So now the split column will be transferred into this data, and you can see the next step will be written here. So guys, it is very important in Power BI that you can go to your previous step as well as. Suppose this is my previous step, this is your next step, and this is your next step. One by one, you can go to your step-wise data. Suppose I think if anyone have knowledge of related to Excel or Excel VBA. So in the VBA, you have a coding which is step by step written. Okay, step by step written. So Power BI automatically work as a VBA, but not in the form of coding, in the form of steps only, in the form of applied steps. Okay. So now you can see the header is a column 1, 2, 3 like this way, but we don't want like this way header because we want as a age is a header, attribution as a header, business travel as a header. Okay, column daily rate as a header. So I'm going to this home tab. Okay, under this home tab, we have an option here, use first row as a header. So I'm just clicking on this use first row as a header, and you can see age, attribution, business, travel, daily, department, this will become as a header. Okay, and guys, I'm going to stop. So you can join again with the same link because